Apollo's had 2 months off, no shoes on of course, but he's now coming back into work. We haven't had any snow, so he could have had his shoes on, but it won't do him any harm to have had 2 months off. I'm sure you can see he has wintered very well. He's full of energy, so not suitable for a beginner until he's got his thinking head on, which will be probably a few weeks, if not a month or two, because he is a forward-going horse. So we want him to be nice and safe for when Renz rides him. He's having some new shoes on Friday, so then he'll be able to go up the road and do all the normal hacking that he does. But at the moment, I'm just taking him in the menage because that's nice and soft for his feeties. As you can see, Apollo very much on his toes. Apollo has got his woolly mammoth coat on, so care has to be taken when a horse has got that amount of hair on, because they can overheat and it would make them very ill, and horses can die of overheating just by having their coat on if worked too hard. So we've got to be mindful of that. If I feel that he's progressing in his work and he's sweating up, then I will have to clip him. But I'm hoping not, because it is a very long business clipping an Apollo because he's got so much hair. I'm starting Apollo off with some suppling exercises. Leg yield's always very good. It's easy for the horse because they don't have to bend as they'd have to do in the half pass. Apollo can do a half pass at the walk, not brilliantly because we've never really pushed that at all, especially as he's no longer my horse. Particularly his canter is difficult for him, especially in a small menage like ours. Ours isn't quite a 40 by 20. I do collect him up in the canter so that he can get round the corners without having to break into trot. thought you might like to see Apollo's walk pirouette in slow motion. You can see here I'm asking for a collected walk, and you know that we practice our tick-tock, which stands him in very good stead here for his pirouette, because the hind legs must lift up and down, not skew round on one foot. He does step out a little bit here, which is a no-no. My fault, I should have had my leg back to stop his quarters moving out as much as that. His front end should be a bigger circle than his back end.
Aye.
More practice required. I make a mistake here. I allow him to travel forward and turn before properly getting him in his collected walk. But he is lifting his feet up very nicely. I'm very pleased with that. Did slightly cross with his hind leg there, but that's okay. I don't mind. We haven't done a lot of this for many years, and he has had a lot of time off, so I might be sounding like I'm making excuses, but I think it's justified. I asked Apollo for a right lead canter, but he gave me left lead. Now that could have been a miscommunication, but I think you'll see later on in this video that he does again give me a left lead instead of a right lead. No, Apollo, come on. I think Apollo is finding the left lead canter easier, but I'm afraid he does have to do the right lead as well. Apollo's having a very good stretch down after all his collected work, because that's been a bit tough for him. It's only 15 minutes, but that's quite tough after 2 months off. So he just needs to relax now, his mind, as he is. You can hear him having little snorts, and he's walking out very nicely on the loose rein. And I think he's enjoyed that immensely. He is a horse that does love to be doing something. Apollo does take his herd leader responsibilities very seriously. However, he doesn't like to be in the field day after day. He likes to get out there, have a play about, have a good gallop, and hence it really suits him to come today to do his schooling, even though it's a bit tough for him.
No. Come on. Over. Stand.
One of my favourite exercises for a horse is the backup. I find it immensely beneficial. It gets the hindquarters under them, and if you can get them to drop the head at the same time, that even adds more to the exercise because it's rounding the whole body then. It's one of my favourites, as I say, and it certainly has helped Apollo immensely because he had a great difficulty in cantering normally, and the collected canter was for a long time. I mean, he was probably 6 or 7 before he could do a collected canter. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. We love reading the comments, we love emojis, and we'd love a thumbs up. If you would like to catch up on some of our earlier videos, just click on the Apollo icon, which will take you to our home page. We have over 1,000 videos to choose from. You can also sort by the most popular, the oldest or the newest. Thanks for watching. TTFN.